This video took so long to make, but it was totally worth it at the end. Hi guys, my name is Randomly, and today I want to share you guys how my desk set up and how I upgraded my desk from this to this. And no, I'm not talking about this desk, I'm talking about this desk. Now I know what you guys are thinking, wow, that is a incredible setup. Totally looks like a hacker man setup. But then 2 years later, this what happened.
Hey yo, what the?
Yeah, absolutely disgusting. My desk is just falling apart, things are just breaking left and right, my keyboard is wobbling, there's dust everywhere, and due to the amount of weight on the desk, it's actually bending the desk downward because of all the monitors and also my computer on top of it. So it's time for an upgrade. So I didn't record the process of me actually taking my desk apart. There was just so much stuff going on. Like, look at this box of wires. This is a full box of just pure wires. That's nuts. And I can't even stress you guys enough on how ridiculous the dust was. Like, I was sneezing my head off like crazy. And then finally, after 2 hours of hard work of getting all this stuff cleaned up, I now have an empty space. A little bit of vacuum cleaning here, a little bit of carpet cleaning there, and then I dump all the stuff that I collected into the sink. Just look at that. Delicious chocolate milk. But also I'm lactose intolerant, so this is disgusting. God. So while I was cleaning, I noticed that one of my outlets was very loose. So just real quick, I decided to change the outlet. Now for those that have never actually changed an outlet before, please do not try this at home. I'm not a professional, but I know the basic idea of how to change an outlet. And once I got that done, I decided to do a little paint job because of all the times I actually kicked my feet onto the wall. And finally, after getting everything all cleaned up and painted, I can now start working on my desk. Now, funny thing is, when I got this desk, it didn't came with the instructions, so I literally had to guess where everything had to go. And putting this thing together was an absolute nightmare. 2 hours later, the desk is finally completed. And I came out with 2 extra pieces, which I have no idea where they go. They seem important, but I tried to figure out where it actually goes, so for now I'm just going to have it for safekeeping. If anybody knows where it goes, please let me know in the comments below. Next up is the chair. Now for me to get a chair like this, I have a really bad habit of actually keeping my feet onto the chair. That's why it's all worn down and really bad. So I specifically got this chair. The chair is very solid, it's really comfy, and also has a little kick feet. Up next in our to-do list is me cleaning up my computer. Now this poor machine has been sitting around for 2 years of not being cleaned, so it's been a huge dust collector. So I carefully took it apart, gave it a good scrub. Also, I came to realize that I accidentally put my fans on backwards on the top, so I quickly flipped it around and switched it. Now most importantly, you have to give your graphics card a good wash. And once I completely cleaned the whole entire computer, it's me putting it all back together. I plugged in my computer, turned on the power button, and for some odd reason it just didn't turn on. Which I don't know why. And oh yeah, big brain here, forgot to turn on the little switch on the back of the computer. Satisfaction. Complete dust free. And then this is where the first problem came in. I was just about to put my computer into the desk until I realized that my whole entire system was a little bit too big. It just wouldn't fit. So I did some quick measurements, and then I got a brilliant idea, so this is what I came up with. Now for me to drop the board all the way down to floor level, it managed to have my computer just to fit by mere inches. Not even a fingernail could fit underneath there. That is just crazy. Next step is me taking my TV down, putting up my monitors, and finally I have my computer back. Right after I got my computer all working and all set up, I start replacing all the things I really need the most. First up is my headset. As you can see, it's starting to break. It's ripping itself apart. The padding is not really too well. So here I got the... Okay, just real quick here. This is what happens when you buy very, very cheap headphones, and not even a single day these headphones started to rip itself apart, and then the very following day after that, the headphones just decided to break. So I was kind of a little bit disappointed, but don't worry, I hooked myself up with a FIFINE studio monitor headphones. They're a little bit better, so hopefully they should do the trick for me. Otherwise, don't buy $5 headphones. Next on the list is a mouse pad. Now I got this one mouse pad that actually lights up with LEDs, but sadly they say over time that the lights actually burned out and it was beyond repaired. So I got this beautiful watercolor cherry blossom mouse pad. Next up is my keyboard. Now I love these styles of keyboards, but sadly to say for this specific keyboard is that the M key got stuck. It's missing one of its legs, and also some of the pieces are just falling apart, so that's not too good. So I got this Z88 Typewriter style mechanical gaming keyboard. And just for the fun of it, I decided to get myself a Alexa. Reason why is because I can actually control some of the lights around me. And then one by one, I slowly started to place all my original stuff back. Now that I got my gaming set up, I moved over on getting my business set up all sorted out. And before I can do that, I need to work on organizing miscellaneous stuff first. Now that I have an area to store a majority of my stuff, which I will organize later. So what I mean about business is because I own a real estate houses in which I take a lot of photos and have tons of documents, and to start things off is a laptop. Here I have a Acer Predator Helios 300 gaming laptop, but because I'm moving over to business wise, I decided to sell my laptop for something a lot more simple. From the beginning of the video, you'll notice a chest underneath my desk, which are stored a lot of my documentation, and sometimes it's difficult for me to find a specific paperwork. So I decided to get myself a document scanner. So now, turning this into this, a 1 terabyte SanDisk memory stick, which I know this will help me a lot in the future. Now, don't get your hopes up just yet because I only moved the papers to one side. Now, of course I could recycle them, but I have a lot of private information which I can't simply throw away, in which I upgraded my paper shredder. Now, the reason why I like this paper shredder so much is because I can microcut. A lot more smaller and a lot more compact. Next up for my desk, I notice it's really dark and the desk lights are not really brightening the area up. So let's fix that. And last but not least, having a nice desk setup, you also need to keep it clean. Of course, I have a powerful vacuum cleaner, but I don't want to waste my time of getting through the hassle of taking the vacuum cleaner out. So I decided to get myself a handheld mini cleaner. And finally, after a whole month, my desk is finally complete. Now, of course, along the way, I will upgrade my desk here and there, but, the video is starting to get a little bit too long, so I'm going to have to end it from here. Thank you guys so much for watching of this incredible journey. I gotta say, I was practically going insane because of how ridiculous this was. And this is something that I don't normally record on my YouTube channel, so bear with me. Now, before the video ends, I also want to shout out to my Patreon. For these specific members to be on my Patreon, they've been with me throughout my whole darkest moments of my life. And I gotta say, I highly appreciate for all of them to be there with me. JBD023 Dean, Fox 101, Atlas, Jungjia Wang, Final Destiny XP, Daniel Wynn, Zachary Fogelman, John Code, and last but not least, Adara God of the End. Thank you guys so much for being there for me throughout this whole journey of my life. Highly appreciated. Thank you so much. Looking forward into making more projects like this. I don't know what, but yeah, this is going to be one heck of a ride. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Randomly. And like always, keep smiling for me.